live. I don't know if we are live. Oh, it says we're live. I'm going to keep my glasses on so I can see what you guys are writing if you write anything. Yeah, I'm fighting with Roxy, by the way, because she doesn't like it when I have a computer and I'm typing on the computer. She wants to attack it. Anyway, Music Therapy Labs here. Welcome to this live stream. I think this is the 5th live stream I've done, if I remember correctly. I think it was in December where I decided, hey, upside down, dude, you rock. First, I like it. Here's Roxy for you. She says hi. Oh, look, it's almost like she's looking at the camera, right? Anyway, you guys, hey, Six Strings, hey, what's up, man? You can tell by my voice I'm under the NAMM-thrax weather, as they say. She is on a mission. Man, she was so good company the last couple days while I was like suffering this NAMM-thrax here at home. It's so nice to have an animal, and especially one that you can have like crawling around you, right? And she's one that you don't mind having crawl around you. Yeah, I see you're looking at stuff. You're looking at me over there, and you're looking at me over here, and you're going, how is it that there's 2 of you and 2 of me? And oh my God, this is like some. Anyway, she's freaking out. So what's up, everybody? I thought I'd come on. Of course, I tried to be on time, which I was close to, for Music Therapy Thursdays, right before Hack goes live on his show, usually at 5. So I'm hoping I'm not overstepping anyone else's slot here in the YouTube lands, but obviously that can't always be helped. And I thought, I'd show you guys some Crashing NAMM swag that I got. You guys want to see that, or should I wait till more people come on? Roxy having an existential crisis. Yeah, she's like, hey, who's that other bird there? Is that my, wait, that's Laz over there too. Wait, oh my God. So, but she's being sweet. Right, look at her. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. So how you guys like my wall of guitars? Those aren't all my guitars, and one of those up there is not officially mine anymore. That red one. That's the Bono red Gretsch. It was a, hey, Clive, dude, thanks for coming, man. I kind of responded to you on your response to me in one of my videos, and I'm like, dude, you got to make it to this. And you did, right on. So, yeah, all metal, right? Laz, did you guys notice that Music Therapy Laz, if you make it into an acronym, MTL, metal. Oh man, I feel like shit still. Excuse my français, or as they say in Germany, Scheiße. I just watched that movie Fury. Have you guys seen that movie about that tank group? Anyway, pretty awesome. Yeah, more metal, right? Mitch Heyman, right on. You guys are popping in here quick. That's awesome. So I'm so happy to have like people like you guys jumping in here and hanging with me on this YouTube like experience. I call this a YouTube experience because I gotta say, I was dreaming about having something like this. Janice, yo, I'm at another stream and can't stay long. Just okay, right on. Yeah, I would be curious what that other stream is. I didn't look. I didn't have time to look and see what other streams there were running. But I will be off at 5 because I'm not going to overlap Hack, of course. So Hack is usually on at 5, right? Yeah, what's up, everybody? So thanks for jumping in, Janice. I'm glad you watched some of those videos I threw up over the weekend. It was a lot of fun. I guess I should tell you guys about the trip. So I drove down Saturday. I think I left here about 9 in the morning. I was hoping to actually leave sooner, but there's always something when you're managing an apartment building. It's something you got to deal with. So that's what I had to deal with. And I couldn't leave here as quickly as I'd like to. So I got there a little later, and I figured, well, I might as well go by Norman's rare guitars since I'm not getting into NAMM officially. Might as well. Here, why don't you sit on my shoulder, honey? There you go. Stay there. Is that all right? Okay. I guess not. She'll bite my lips sometimes like that. Anyway, so it's a possessive thing. She gets very possessive. So yeah, I went by Norman's Rare Guitars. If you guys haven't checked out that video, I actually did 2 videos. I did one video of the Brian May guitar that I saw there. I haven't seen that in any other store, so I definitely wanted to pick that up. That's one of those guitars I've always had my eye on. Yeah, right. I mean, well, Norm's is famous, and they have all these vintage guitars there too. That was awesome to see. I think it was a '76 custom Les Paul that deluxe, or I guess they call them just customs, right? Les Paul custom with the binding, and also like basically a Randy Rhoads type Les Paul, aged naturally over many years. That thing was so cool. But there were so many other nice guitars in there. I can't even remember everything I saw in there. It was really nice walking through there, and I couldn't stay too long because I had plans to meet up with guys over at the convention. Um, and I didn't catch most of the people I would have liked to have seen. Like I would have really loved to see like Phil McKnight. He had an open invite to me. Even Henning was kind of like, yeah, let's get coffee. So many people that I wish I would have met up with, but I didn't. But it was great that I was able to make it to the dinner table with Johnny Bean and his crowd. If you guys don't know Johnny Bean's show, you definitely need to check out Johnny Bean's show because it's awesome. I especially like the Tuesday night shows because usually I can catch that. Saturday nights and weekends are tough because I'm usually doing stuff with my better half. But yeah, the Tuesday night, with John Mancuda is always a blast because John is just such a hilarious dude, and he does this dinner. John usually stays with him, I think, when he goes down, and one if I had more time, I would have loved to have hung out with them at his place. He invited me over there too. So he's way cool. I actually even wrote a song. Hey, what's up, Wayne? What's happening? Thanks for jumping in. So yeah, John Mancuda, I wrote a song for him. So I didn't write the music because that's been written, but it's a parody over the song by Hall & Oates, Man Eater, but it's Mancuda instead of Man Eater. And it's all about John Mancuda in Johnny Bean's live streams and like how he acts and what he does in there. And so I have the whole song written out from the beginning to the end, to the very last things. What are you doing? What? Why can't Clive say that? Yeah, Mancuda is great, man. He's so cool. Everybody at that table. So let me tell you who was there. Mancuda and his gal it seemed like they're back together or something, but there's stuff going on. I mean, I think there's tumultuous relationship. But it seems like they were together, that night. And I think it's tough for any gal to be with their guy at NAMM. I mean, unless they're into gear and stuff like that, they're going to be hating it because they're getting no attention, and if I took my gal down, she'd be like, I'd be saying, there's the mall, honey, send her with some money or whatever, and go shopping and catch a movie or meet up with some friends or wives of the other people. Speaking of wives of the other people, yo, you're making dinner. Right on, Tom, make dinner. I usually do that kind of when I'm lurking, as they know I do. I'm often driving or making dinner. So if you guys can tell by my voice, I definitely got hit by the NAMM-thrax the last day. So Sunday, I got hit by it. So I'll continue the story. So we're at dinner. Yeah, lurking laughs for sure. So, and I'm going to write a song about that too. But I'm going to write the whole song, and it's going to be a metal song because it's going to be based loosely kind of on that idea of Judas Priest's The Ripper. You know that song? But it's going to be the look. Here's Roxy, by the way. She wants to sit on my hand. So if I want to keep her in the shot, I got to go like this. You're like, she doesn't like that. All right, come back. It's all right. I wish she would sit in my pocket. That would be really cool. And she likes it when I like cup her like this. She feels like she's in a little nest. Isn't that cool? Anyway, so I'm at the dinner table with John Mancuda. He's there with his gal, this guy named Courtney, who's way funny, young guitarist. And then next to him in the corner was Johnny Bean. So if you see any of Johnny Bean's, I think it's on the 18th. So if you look at one of Johnny Bean's dinner with Mancuda on the 18th, I'm there with this hat on, so you can't miss my mug. Sitting next to Ben Coombs, in between him and Aaron of Albus Band. And by the way, Aaron, that dude is way cool too. And so next to Ben was what's his name? The captain. Now it's slipping my mind. Shit. You know who he is. You know what I'm talking about. I'm still recovering from this cold. I can't think. Whoever can name that guy next. wins the prize. Anyway, I've got some swag from swag. Man, there were other people there too that I met that were really cool. And then oh yeah, and then Jason McNamara comes popping in, and he's like over my head and over Ben Coombs's head, chatting with Johnny and John. It's like, hey, I'm here. I just want to say hi. I can't stay, but wanted to say hello. So that guy's way cool, right? Yeah, Michael Smith. Thanks, Clive. Clive 54. So yeah, Michael Smith, man, that guy's funny when he does that hello thing. That's hilarious. He was really cool too. So everybody there was cool. There was several people I didn't recognize at the table, but they were all cool. So of course, hooking up with Ben and them was planned. We were planning. I didn't know they were going to be at that dinner that night, but I was planning to hook up with them for Sunday for the SoCal Guitar Show. That's what they had planned to do with JJ House of Jams, JJ's House of Jams, and with Aaron. And Aaron's got a new EP coming out. I think that's okay to say. As far as I know, it's being mixed and mastered right now. And if you want to check out some of Albus' band, ALBUS, Albus Band, check it out on YouTube. There's a couple of songs up there. But I got privileged to listen to a couple of the new ones, which rock. They are good. Anyway, oh shit, leaked. No, that's all right. It's all right that I leaked that. Look what she does. She'll bite stuff. Look at that. She just took a piece out of my. I tapped that Flipside Music pickups. She just chewed that bottom section out there. Isn't that nice? Roxy, stop eating my stuff. I made myself a hot cup of coffee or a hot cup of water for some hot tea, that is. I gotta go get it. But if I leave her here, she'll eat everything here while I'm gone. Check that out. I also got that. So obviously I'm showing all the stuff that I got from the Flipside dudes. Well, this is all going to show it backwards, isn't it? It doesn't flip it back like on my phone. And what else? So I still had some swag. I think it's swag from the swag bag of last year, which was this. Last year's swag bag, full of stuff. And most cool was like this cozy, scratch cozy. And I got this company that makes this pedal called the Danger Zone. What do they call their wingmanfx.com, because they also make this really cool little thing called the Wingman, right? And I actually kind of charged this up with the light over here a second ago. So you stick this, it has adapters for different size nuts or whatever for your pedal. You stick this on where your pedal knob would go, and then you can kick it, turn it with your foot. So if you have a modulating pedal or something where you want to, let's say you even want to do that delay effect live, where it goes all over the place, right? You can do that with something like this on there with your foot, and it glows in the dark. So I don't know if I can show that. Let me try it. Let me see if this works. There you go. Glows in the dark. Anyway, so I thought that would be cool to show you guys. What else is going on here? All right. So that's this Wingman accessory. Stick it on your pedal like that, right? If I can keep my hand still enough so it doesn't waver too much. Right? Foot control knob. And then I got this last year also. Levi's, Gator, and a bunch of other stuff. So what happens is Sunday, we're supposed to get together to go to the, oh yeah, and then Johnny Bean gave me this. I already have some, I already have some of his picks because I sent him some money and he sent me some picks, but that's his signature. JohnnyBean.com. Oh yeah. Oh, and then Ben Coombs gave me a bunch of cool stuff. So he got a bag of these. Premier Guitar, right? You guys like Rig Rundown? It's one of my favorite shows. So PG, right? So I got some of those, and what else did I get? That's mostly it. You have some stickers and stuff from last year, like Walrus Effects, Matthews Effects, a bunch of other stuff. I went by some of those cool new pedal makers that I thought were cool. And oh, I should show you guys that too. Where did I put that? Yeah, I have this signed thing from from Seymour Duncan. Where did I put it? Oh, I know I had that out. Dang it. I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, I have this Seymour Duncan signed something for me. He said, "Rock on, Last." Signed that, so that was cool. Maybe next time I'll show that. And then, so Sunday, we're supposed to get together. Hey, Gussie Wells. I'm not even following the chat, you guys, so sorry if I don't. But if you have a question for me, like, tag me. I have my my name at the very top of the thing. Yeah, Gussie Wells tagging, cool. All right, so anyway, I'll try to follow any questions you guys might have. But if you want to ask any questions about the event, even though I didn't go into NAMM and I went in full regalia, if you want to check out like what I tried to pull off, the morning of Sunday, I dressed up like a convention goer with last year's tag, name badge, backwards, kind of spun around because it happens. They spin around on you, and you don't notice. And I was hoping I could get by because I took my swag bag with me and everything, so it looked like I'd been there for a while or something. And I went later in the day, like around noon or 1, right? Hoping that I could slip in, but man, they had security tight. I think last year, I think just they want to cut back on non-vendor type people, you know. So I think the next chance that I'll have, yeah, price range for parrots such as Roxy. So Roxy, far as I know, they're not easy to find. These are Pacific parrotlets, and we paid $200 for her. So she's not like a parakeet you can get for $5 at the local pet store, right? Yeah, you saw that, right, Clive? So I was trying to go incognito. Oh, look what she did too. That's what you get for $200. Poop on your hand. Roxy, at least you didn't poop on some equipment of mine or something, right? So I also got this cozy from Ben Coombs, Flipside. You know, of course, Aaron of Albus Band is connected with them too. And yeah, what did they say? So I didn't even want to try because they were checking IDs. Like they weren't just checking your badge. I think that maybe in previous days, because Sunday's the last day, and they used to have the last day. Hey, what's up, Phil? They used to have the last day as, check it out. Oh, I am representing Phil. Anyway, they used to have, right on, bats. So, yeah, so last year, I think the final day, they usually had that open to the public. You have to buy a ticket and stuff, I think, but I'm sure your ID and whatnot. There goes Raxon. Just don't climb into my eyes. Yeah, you see yourself? You see yourself there? There you are. Who's that? Who's that? Is that Roxy? Anyway, did you guys hear about my dastardly plan to hit millions of subs? Not subs, at least views. In a hurry, I'm going to teach Roxy how to play the guitar. I've already bought her a guitar. That's not true. I was given this guitar as a gift. I'm going to show you. So I gotta figure out some way to get this on her without her tearing it completely apart. Roxy, come on, don't be so chicken. Don't be a chicken, be a parrot. See what I mean? It's not gonna be easy. But if I can get her, I gotta put food on it. That's what I need to do. But it's almost like a Roxy-sized guitar, right? Check it out. It's got real strings and everything. It's kind of like a PRS. Different kind of headstock though. Anyway, I got that as a gift from my daughter actually one Christmas. She sent that to me. So yeah, if I could teach Roxy to shred, you know, and put that up, that might go viral, and then that might expand my channel. I don't know. So Sunday, after I go to NAMM and I try to get in and all that doesn't work out. Because I tried to go by one entrance and it was no way. So I went to the Hilton side and I thought, okay, I'll try to get in on the Hilton side. It's probably more lax. Nope. So I decided at that point, all right, I'm just going to go into the Hilton, hang out, and see if I run into anybody. I was like hanging out. I grabbed, I had my Denny's like coffee and stuff, and finishing up a BLT. And yeah, right. Roxy drinking morning coffee. So she even snuck some from my coffee this morning. This throat. I hope I can last the whole hour. Anyway, yeah, I haven't had coffee for days because of this dang NAMM-thrax. So I've been having tea. Should I go get my tea, Roxy? Yeah, I should. I'm going to go get my tea. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to leave Roxy right here. That won't work. Okay. Hang tight, Roxy. Come back, Roxy. Come here. Come here. There you go. It's okay. Don't freak out. So I haven't tried tea on her yet. Here's a chance to feed Roxy some. Yeah, did you hear in the background while I left? So I finally got the proper type of beverage in this cup. Because these are Brits. Well, at least one of them is. That pedal show. Anyway, so let's see how hot it is. I've got some honey in here. And I've got True Blueberries Celestial Seasonings Herbal Tea. I would rather see all the YouTubers like you did more than looking at the guitars in NAMM. It's great meeting them. Yeah, no doubt, right? I mean, in many ways, even though I really enjoyed checking out the equipment, don't get me wrong. I mean, I would totally be down checking out all that equipment again. That was such a blast. Last year, I was only there for a day and a half. Really? And man, I would have loved to have checked out more. It was just so amazing to be able to pick up some guitars that you'll never see anywhere. I mean, yeah, you've seen some of the rarities Strats around in some shops. If you're in some bigger markets like the Bay Area here, I've seen some of those. But I mean, where do you get to pick up some of those Paul Reed Smiths, like a Santana model, like an actual, several $1,000 Santana model, things like that. You're not going to find it in a store anywhere. And I really would have loved to have gone because, all right, Roxy, here you go. Come here. All right, here we go. It's not hot. Roxy drinking tea. So now she drinks coffee too. It's a little tongue in there. I wish I had a better camera, you guys. I'm gonna get a real like HD camera or something. I think Gary, my man, Big G, Gary Tholander was talking about the camera that he got. I think, isn't it? No cover charge. They had some live shows going on. No, I didn't get to see any of them. So, and honestly, if I would have gone, I would have been even more wiped because. So here's the story. Continued. Sunday, after I can't get into the convention floor with my get up and my fake NAMM costume. I see that CGS Mike, China Guitar Skeptic Mike, is doing a stream, and I happened to chat into the stream real quick that, hey, dude, I'm over here at the Hilton. You want to meet up? And he's like, yeah, I'm just about done. I'll meet you up. So yeah, we met up, and I did some serious amateur video footage of that one, right? Upside Down was highlighted in that video because half the video is upside down. Because when I flipped my phone, okay, and I stuck it into the like selfie stick kind of phone holder thing that I have that has like a tripod, I can stand it on the table. Yeah, wasn't that funny though? But it's I mean, who cares, right? Some of it is almost makes it better, right? Because it makes it like this is real. It's funny. It's not like some, hey, Sandra, what's happening? Thanks for joining in. This is awesome. You guys, how many people are on here? 14? What's bitching? Excuse my Francais. Hey, that's 80s speak. Bitching is like, you know, we talk like that all the time in the 80s. So. But anyway, so I meet up with Mike. He's way cool. I bought him a beer, which I was surprised, you know, he wanted a beer. But it was already afternoon, so, you know, beer was fine. I was still on coffee. And I'm glad I didn't go to any, yeah, rad, right? Rad. Radical. Rad. Tubular, totally tubular, dude. That was another one. So I meet up with Mike. We chat for a while. The video goes upside down, and then we discuss getting together in the future in the live stream. We're doing something together. So sometimes things that happen that are bad lead to good things, right? So, and he's so cool. I wish I would have met Mike Bradley, and you know, I think Caleb is the other guy that they were hanging out with together. They were together. Yeah. You guys want to say hi to Roxy? New people? Roxy. So she's named after Roxanne, partially the song, and more my wife or my better half. We're not officially married, you guys, but we're better than married. That's what I say. So Ladani and I, her middle name is Roxanne. So, you know, it's one of my favorite songs of all time. And so Roxanne, Roxy Music, there's so many good Roxys out there. But this is the best Roxy. So I get together with Mike, right, and get him a beer. We're hanging, we're chatting. Why would it block this, Roxanne? Oh, because of the X's. YouTube is so weird. What does Roxy eat? She gets the best food that she can get. It's the stuff that I buy at the store for her. It's like seeds and bits and stuff of things that are meant for little parrots like her. However, I also give her human food on occasion, like little nibbles of it, including chocolate. I figure it can't hurt her because she's from the jungle and they probably eat the cocoa beans right off the trees, right? So I don't give her anything that could be harmful to her. What's that, Tom? Is TH? What does Roxy eat? Yeah, I think I got it. Anyway, so to continue with the story, after I hook up with Mike, you know, I'm texting back and forth with Ben too because they're ready to hit the show. But then he says that, oh, but the guys, they want to go back into the convention center for a little bit. Yeah, she is Peruvian. Yeah, we went to Cusco. The first time I went to Peru with her, we went to Cusco and we went to Machu Picchu. And this past summer, we went to the jungle and we partook in a ayahuasca experience, which was really cool. It was a little scary for her. Her experience was way deeper than mine. Mine was weird. Mine was cool. Mine, basically, the whole universe just bloomed into flowers. I don't know. Everything was blooming. They were all, the whole universe in front of me, like a picture, was pixelating into these blue, green, white flowers. I'm going to paint a painting of it. I have, like, I already bought the canvas, and I have this, like, thing I'm going to do, like a big, giant painting of it. So I like to paint, too. Whoa, Metalhead Hippie, dude, you rock. Thanks for joining, Dan. I love your show. I was listening to your show last night, like a rerun of it, I think. I don't know. I was so out of it, dude. I was so sick. I was trying to listen to something while I was trying to go to sleep, actually. But yeah, I've heard about people smoking DMT. I think it's different. I think you'll have similar experiences, but the ayahuasca experience that we took place in was a spiritual experience. So it was more to connect. You know, you have to go in with an intention. You have to prepare yourself for several weeks prior to doing the experience. You have to abstain from certain things, including sex. Anyway, it was worth it, I guess. It was. You know, Ladani got a lot out of it, though. It was really tough on her because she went through what's known as the full-on ayahuasca death experience, where you actually experience like you were dead and you're gone. But it's different than being dead, like, because you're out there in this space, you're in this place that's like, you know, connected to everything. And so it was really wild. What, my connection is unstable. We're trying to reconnect. I have this thing connected. All right. What's going on? It's still telling me it's trying to reconnect. Am I talking to the wind here, or are you guys there? Oh, Mitch Heyman, what did you say about Sandra? Yeah, I gotta look at some of your videos then, Sandra. I've been so busy, but I'll definitely check out your channel for sure. Anyway, you have the same hat that I'm wearing. Yeah, these are called chuyos. I got this one in Cusco. It says Peru right on it, right? But I've got some other cool Peruvian artifacts here in the room, but you can't see them from this angle. Um, I even have a Pachamama and a Pachatata. You guys know what that is? Yeah, it's they're these fertility dolls or something like that. Anyway, we got those at our summer visit to Lake Titicaca, which is not caca, it's jaja. That's according to someone who knows what they're talking about because he's lived up there all his life, and says that even in history they pronounce it improperly since the Spanish, took over. Um, they didn't make ha sounds, so they forced everyone to call it caca, Lake Titicaca. There's a running joke amongst the Peruvians, though, that says because half of the lake up there, it's almost 13,000 feet up, by the way, guys. So you get serious altitude sickness from just being up there. We had to Ladani was using the oxygen. One night I was like out, I just was wiped out. But anyway, yeah. So we're up at Lake Titicaca, and the running joke that Ladani was telling me is that the Bolivians are half the lake on one side and Peru on the other side. So they say that the Titi side is for the Peruvians, the Caca side is for Bolivia. That's just them being funny. But yeah, there's some beautiful places that we went to. I have some videos up about that on my channel, so go look at those. You could probably figure it out by the date if you go back. But I have some funny videos there too. I should probably throw some more up of that trip just because you guys might enjoy that. Hey, Dave, what's happening? Glad you're hopping in. I'm going to stay live for another 20 minutes, you guys. I need to just look at you. Oh, anyway, so yeah, Dave, right on. I have to catch you guys. You guys did a show last night, right? I think you did. I think you did. With Bailey? I didn't. Dude, I was so sick yesterday. I was like, man. Yesterday and the day before, you guys have no idea. This NAMM-thrax thing is serious. Yeah, Cusqueña is one of my favorites. You can still get that here. Like there's some places here. It's harder to find Cristal here, and I really like Cristal beer. That's really good. Yeah, with Dale Palmer. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that after this. Maybe after I watch Hack after this. So don't forget Hack's right after this, you guys, at 5. But yeah. So back to my story. We went on a tangent with Peru with the hat and this little beauty right here. Because she's officially from the Amazon jungle. Her closest relatives in the jungle, when it comes to another bird, is the giant Amazonian parrot. So that's pretty cool, right? And look how small she is. So go figure. I still think that there were giant humans at one point too. They're in mythology, right? Usually it's based on something. Aliens, whatever. Yeah, so back to the story. So we're supposed to get together, and Ben Coombs and I and JJ and Aaron of Albus Band, we're gonna go catch the SoCal show, the SoCal guitar show. That was Saturday and Sunday, but it was closing down at 4, and by the time we would have gotten together and gotten there, we would have maybe an hour at most. So we decided to skip it, and I ended up hanging out at JJ's House of Jams through the next day. Believe it or not, we're hanging out back, just chatting, and yeah, I shared some stuff with JJ. We were hanging out in the jam room, and then we started jamming. And I was playing guitar, I was playing bass, I was playing drums, playing more drums than anything because I think I was the better drummer out of all of them. But he had a pretty decent Tama set, or was it Lilbert? I think it was a God, I can't remember now. It might have been a Lilbert set. It was a pretty decent sounding set. So we're playing that. Just getting ready, so can't stay. Yeah, do your thing, man. Wherever you're getting ready for it. Guitar Hack. Hack. Yeah, get ready, dude. Thanks for jumping in. That's awesome. I'll be there at 5, and I'll be shutting this down a couple minutes before, dude. So no worries. Right on. And I'm glad you got your package. I know we're probably reiterating that too often now. And I'm glad Upside Down finally got his package. So you got the best package of all, Upside Down. You came late in that stream, right? That was my first live stream I did for the 12th day of Christmas, and I gave away some cables, some guitar strings, and a set of headphones. And Upside Down got the grand prize headphone set. Anyway, yeah, see you soon, Hack. Thank you for jumping in. Hellface, you're here too. Right on. I just noticed you. Dude, I love your Ace Frehley. It's an Ace Frehley, right? Am I looking at that right? I think it's Ace. I had a friend, or maybe it's not. I had a friend in 6th grade who had, we were going to a private school at that time, and he had like these face painting artists come in and paint his face like Ace Frehley, and it was done perfectly. It looked awesome. That year, it was the year of Star Wars, and I was Luke. My brother John was Han Solo. My brother Andrew was the Wookiee, Chewbacca. My sister was Princess Leia. There were 4 of us. It worked out perfectly. What's Dave doing? What? You're at the emergency pet? My pup had to have emergency. Oh man, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your puppy's all right. You know, my brother has 2 dogs, and they're both shelter dogs. And I got to tell you, they've had several issues. One of their dogs, I think I posted a picture of her on my Instagram, Sapphire, because she's so dark black, she's almost blue, like a sapphire. Anyway, she had cancer in the jaw. And it's not uncommon with her type of dog. In the bottom half of her jaw, so her whole bottom half of her, they had to remove it. So she just now has this funny face where they have this bandana that hangs on her so she's not drooling completely wet over herself all the time, but her tongue is just always hanging out. And it's the most hilarious thing. She was a kooky dog before that. Now she looks even more kooky. And the funniest part is when she's passed out on the couch laying there like this, she looks like she's dead. Yeah, the bottom half of her jaw is gone. She only has the upper half, and she just scoops up the food with her tongue. But she's a happy camper. All right, Metalhead Hippie's back. She's all right otherwise. So back to the story. So Sunday, we don't go to the guitar show. We hang out at JJ's, and we end up jamming out in the jam room, and then we watch some live stream stuff. And then hit the sack. I slept on the couch. Next day, I take Ben for breakfast because everyone else is passed out. Aaron was the most sick. He apparently had like almost pneumonia before he got there, so he was already hurt, and that really sucked. Yeah, and then they were sleeping, and so I was hungry. I get up early. Breakfast is like my meal of the day in many ways. So especially when I know I have a lot of stuff going on throughout the rest of the day, and I'm probably not going to have lunch, so I'll just have a big breakfast. So we went to where JJ recommended this, the original House of Pancakes, and I wish I would have videoed some of that, but Ben and I were just hanging. It was awesome, chewing the fat about YouTube and about music. And I know that Ben might not seem like that great of a guitarist listening to some of his videos and stuff, but you guys haven't heard him play live, like when you're there. He actually can play. So better than me anyway. I got way more guitars than I deserve for how bad I play, but it's my hobby, so there. So anyway, so yeah, went to breakfast with Ben, and I bought a bunch of snacks and drinks for the road, and then went back to JJ's, and then we were planning to go to get this guy's place. I don't know if you can read that because it's backwards, right? So dang it. I don't know if only upside down can read that backwards, because you can do anything upside down and backwards. Right? So Sean Pierce Johnson, we went to Sean Pierce Johnson's place. He lives in Laguna too, and so they're not like they were 5 minutes away from where JJ's at. So we went to Sean's house and hung out with him. So that was already pre-planned. Yeah, dude. Sean is so cool, dude. He's such a, he gets it. I mean, he's got a business going with YouTube, so he's got real connections. He's got stuff going on. I don't can say anything because I don't know what's okay to say. But yeah, he's got some things going on. So I'm really happy for him because how many years he's put, like 5, 6, 7 years into this too. And his wife and him both met at Music Institute, right? And she's a singer and a trainer, vocal coach. And I had her listen to my daughter's video that she was singing that I can't put up because she would kill me. Besides, I'd probably get dinged for copyright because she sings Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah and does a pretty nice job considering she doesn't sing in public. That was her first time in, I think, forever. So, but she's got a good musical voice. Yeah, right, metalhead hippie. I mean, it's like a car. Don't tell me that everyone that owns a Ferrari knows how to drive a Ferrari, right? No, most of them don't. And then how many of these like lawyer guys and dentists and stuff have $20,000 guitars hanging on their wall and shit like that, right? I mean, it's an investment. It's a hobby. Yeah, Tom Hardy. Yeah, I grew up in a not very restrictive Catholic household, but yeah, I can only imagine, dude. I thankfully I didn't have the only negative Catholic experience I had was when I went to Catholic school for a year and a half and got slapped by a nun for saying the word damn. Slapping is okay. Slapping a child in the face who's like 11 years old, that's okay. You can slap a child for saying the word damn, right? Slapping is fine. Yeah, I don't think so. Well, I became vice president of my class the next year, and then I left. Actually, it was at that Catholic school where I got turned on to rock and roll in like the more heavier sense because one of my friends, Corey, I met him there. We're not friends anymore, unfortunately. It's kind of a long story, but I wish we were. He's a great guy, but things just happened. During my marriage, there were some weird things that happened, and my ex didn't help out with some of these things like friendships. Anyhow, so yeah, Corey turned me on to like AC/DC and Aerosmith and Led Zeppelin and all this stuff. Because a lot of those kids over there, they had older brothers and stuff who were turning them on to this kind of music. Van Halen and whatnot, right? We're talking 1978, 79. So yeah, those are cool times. I remember when I first saw the album cover of AC/DC's Highway to Hell, and I'm like with the horns on the guy and everything, and I'm like, oh, this is evil, but we so bought the album. We weren't scared of that. Yes. So yeah, Catholic school, 9 years. God, dude, I can't imagine. I hope you're normal. I think you are. I think you got through it all right. But yeah, every day, right? Like there's always this. And that nun was like this one big fat mean nun. I don't know what was her problem, but she was like this nun that just the nun that was in our class. I remember she was. I think I remember her name was Mrs. Farrar or some Farrar, some kind of French Italian thing. I don't know, but yeah, my nose is itching. Sorry, guys. So 10 more minutes, guys, and we're cutting it. But yeah, so back to the story. So we go to Sean Pierce Johnson's. We're hanging out, having a great time. I don't think I did any video in there. I got to look at my phone again. I was overloading my phone already. It was like I kept having to transfer files and stuff. And yeah, I was having trouble with that as well over the weekend. So what else happened? Yeah, you're not normal. See, I mean, yeah, religion is an unusual thing. There's a lot of good to it, but there's a lot of bad to it too. And just like in any organized kind of groupings of people, human beings, there's going to be good and bad. And it sucks when you get affected by the bad. I was lucky that even though my grandparents were more, staunch Catholics or whatever, and some of their friends, you know, my mom was more of a liberal-minded person because she didn't like how, as a woman, she was treated by the church as being like a second-class citizen or less intelligent or less one way or another. My dad was a Greek Orthodox, but wasn't like tried and true either. So they raised us with, the ideologies that were positive in the religion and almost none of the negative stuff, which is great. I mean, the closest thing I ever got to getting spanked was one time when my brother John decided to throw a full Pepsi can at my head. I'm like 8 years old or 9 years old, and hits me in the head with his Pepsi can. And I got so pissed I chased after him. And he locked himself into our room. I couldn't find a way in, so I decided I'm going to cut the lock out of the door with a big knife in the kitchen. So I've never even seen The Shining yet, and it was like I was already doing that at age like 9 or whatever, trying to get at my brother because he threw a Pepsi can and hit me in the head with a Pepsi. Like, what the hell, man? And so when my dad got home, oh my God, we both got it. And yeah, we didn't get spanked, but he showed us the belt. And he's like, "Is this what you guys want?" That's the closest we ever got to really getting spanked. So yeah, I got one slap by one nun one time. That was it. I was there for a year and a half, so I guess I did all right. I did get nailed right in the nads, if that's okay to say on YouTube, by that game that you play, Keep Away, I think it is. I don't know what it's the one where basically you're throwing the volleyball or a ball, one of those rubber balls that they had in school, right, at the people in the middle. And as you get hit by the ball, you drop out to the outside, and then whoever gets the ball gets the next chance to throw it. And I was the last one in, and they couldn't get me. I was too quick. So they gave it to the PE teacher, and he whipped it at me, and I jumped up like with my legs spread eagle like that, and it nailed me. Damn. Yeah, I sung like a choir boy after that one. Monkey in the Middle, is that what it was called? Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was Keep Away. You had to keep away from the ball, or well, I don't remember. Anyway, guns and hunting, fishing was my church as a kid. Well, that's not a bad lifestyle. I mean, being out in the wilderness is my family comes from Hungary, and Hungarians are like hunters and horsemen, and my uncle used to go fish in the river with a bow and arrow. That's the kind of huntsmen the Hungarians are. So, what shit thing? Clive, you can't use those words, but I'm going to let it show because it's not for children. Oh, another moderator handled it. Oh, that's right. I have moderators, right? I forgot all about it. Where are you guys? Oh, there you are. Metalhead Hippie. That's right. I gave you one. You're the only one who's in the chat that has a moderation wrench. Anyway, yeah, I think I gave one to Gary and one to Terry GG and G's thing. I might need more moderators eventually, but how bad is it that someone says things like shit? Is that like so bad? You can't say that on YouTube. I mean, I'm not trying to make this channel for children, but I don't want to have a lot of swearing on here, but I just don't want people attacking each other. That's all. As long as you guys are cool to each other. Yeah, don't go, killing each other. Oh, Guitarded, you're here too. Right on. So you guys, 5 minutes, count down 5 minutes, then we'll go on to hacks. Yeah. Yeah, dodgeball. Dang, dude, that's what it's called. Dodgeball. Thank you. Guitarded. He knows what it's all about. Yeah, I'm going to show that too. So I don't know how in trouble I can get, but it seems like Johnny Bean's show, when they go live, the only problem is if one of the guests talking starts off within the first minute using some sort of word. So, and of course, John Mancuda can't help himself. It's in the song. Yeah, T-5. Yeah. So I might even cut it at 4 just to give you guys a minute to take a quick pee-pee break or drink break or whatever. Yeah, that's what I call it. Recovering Catholics or whatever. But to be honest, I mean, I grew up in a very loving environment. So my grandparents, my grandmother especially, she was very, very supportive and very loving. You know, we didn't have any discrimination in our family, at least not far as I could tell. I think there was some on my grandfather's part, you know, but he's an old school Hungarian, so you know they grew up in a Nazi era, man. I mean, you know, that does not, you know, the Hungarian Nazis were worse than some of the Nazi Nazis. I mean, they had this group of the SS of their own called the Arrow Cross that were pretty nasty bastards, you know. But war is hell, and you know, you'll see all kinds of things happening in war. And Hungary, if you look at Hungary's history, 2/3 of their nation's like land that they had for 1,000 years after that war, because of the Trianon Treaty that was mostly enacted by the Allied powers and mostly the French. Well, I think the Europeans feared the Hungarians for a good reason, maybe, and they wanted to keep them down. You know, right now Hungary's having a good resurgence, but I really don't like their politics right now either. So they have, you know, a nationalist type of dude right now who's, you know, pro Putin and all this and that. I can't understand that when Hungary was decimated by the Russians and the whole occupation and communism. Anyway, let's get off the negative shit. Yeah. Yeah, right? I mean, 6 million of their own people, right? Or 9, or I think there was a lot of Russians that died under Stalin's hands. There was a lot. Yeah, no doubt, man. So, oh, that's awesome, you guys. I am running 100%. Roxy, give him a cheap cheap for that. Cheap cheap. Cheap cheap. Anyway, so what else? Yeah, no kidding, right? I mean, that guy's, I can't understand how, but of course, I think the issue that Hungary had is that trying to get back into the European Union and compete in the markets without any Marshall Plan or any support from really hardly anyone, it was going to be hard, and it was hard. And just like the Russians found when they tried to go glasnost and perestroika and all that stuff, didn't work out too well for them either, because they had been living off, you know, the the stolen economies of other countries for decades. Yeah, she does rock, right? Roxy rocks. You guys see Roxy's guitar? I'm gonna teach her guitar. That's her guitar right there. And if I can teach her guitar, so she's afraid of it right now. I gotta get her to get warmed up to this. I might need to put some food on there. Roxy, it's your guitar. Don't be afraid of your guitar. Yeah. Come on, you can play it. If I can teach her to play the guitar, or at least make it look like it, so that I can play in the background or do something like that, right? Might go viral because she's so cute. Yeah, dude. When the Hungarians tried to revolt and free themselves of the Russians, it was at a bad timing moment in history, because that was the Suez Canal. You know, in right there in that Saudi area, there are a lot of issues going on there too. And so, you know, nobody was ready to take on another big fight. Yo, Johnny Bean, I made it home, Johnny, and in my throat. Listen to my voice. Drinking tea right now. Thanks for that extra pic, dude. It's right here, man. You're way too cool. I already have. I haven't even taken the other pics that you sent to me off the letter that you sent me the first time, because I want to keep it like that forever. I'm gonna frame it. Yeah, Johnny's way cool, you guys. I mean, like they were saying, like Johnny was saying in one of his streams just the other day. I think it was yesterday. You know, some people that are not as real as they seem on YouTube, but Johnny's real. He and like Mancuda and all those, that's exactly how they are. You know, all those guys are real. Yeah. It was cool to see McNamara too popping on that table, right? So I hope you feel better too. I'm finally starting to get my voice back, but for the last 2 days I've been on the couch. Oh man, I had a 101.7 temperature yesterday. I was shocked. I thought I was feeling better, and then by the afternoon I was feeling bad again. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, it's brutal, right? So there's a lot of bad, brutal history for sure. Yeah, you guys, Johnny Bean's awesome. So, I gotta cut it, you guys. It's already 5:01. I just noticed, or is it 4:58? Okay, my phone says it's 4:58. My computer says it's 5:01. I'm gonna say it's 4:58, and we should call it because Hack's show is about to start, and I'm not gonna overlap Hack. So thanks for jumping in, Johnny Bean, and I got to hook up with you because I'm going to build that thing for you. See that purple thing back there? So that was the surprise I was talking to you about that I'm going to make for you. So it's what I call Sound Trap Designs. Oop, did she poop on my shirt? No. Sound Trap Designs guitar hanger, and the way I'm going to probably advertise these when I make this as a product is Sound Trap Designs means STDs musicians want. Basically, it's an acoustic kind of treatment that has like fabric or whatever on it, right? That has a guitar hanger on it, and it works to hang your guitar, but also acoustically treat your room at the same time. Cool idea? I thought so. Anyway, so I have the fabric for yours, dude. I already put that picture of the fabric on your Discord a while back, and yes, STDs musicians like. All right, see you guys at Hacks. I'm going to jump off as well. I'm going to get that thing made for you, Johnny, and then we got to hook up so I can bring it over to you. Sure. So later, you guys. Happy post NAMM-thrax, post NAMM. Enjoy all the videos that are coming. I'm already watching them. It's been fun. It was a blast being down there. You're welcome, Johnny. Dude, you rock. You were the one who got me into this crazy stuff. You were the one who told me, oh, Laz, you got to just do it. Just do the Veda thing. Just do it. So I did, and that's what got this going. So right on. All right, peace. Peace out. I'm going to hit that button right now. Laters, you guys. Roxy says bye. Bye, Roxy. Bye, stream. We're going to go watch Hack. Laters.